And good afternoon. Welcome to Hannah Junior High football coming away this afternoon here on the Highlight Activity Network. Valley City getting ready to take on the Kindred Vikings. And good afternoon, everybody. Paul McDonald with you here high atop Hannah Field. Camera operator, technical director here this afternoon. Ray Nelson joining us as we are just a few minutes away from the start of this junior high matchup between Valley City and Kindred. Valley City coming in. The 7th graders will be first. Kickoff here at 5 o'clock. And then the 8th graders to follow. The 7th graders coming in 2-0 on the year. They were 14-6 winners on the road at Lisbon and then defeated Devils Lake here at home by a final of 16-0. The 8th graders by themselves are 0-1. Lost that game to Devils Lake 32-20. And so they are 0-1. The two teams combined in their game at Oaks. It was one game, and it was a combined 7th and 8th grade. So that was a 1-0 with a combined team. But now individually, the 7th graders are 2-0, and the 8th graders are 0-1. Today, it's the Kindred Vikings. As we always know, Kindred's got the great football programs. We used to play Kindred in our class. They were Class A with us, Class AA. And they'll actually, if what I've been hearing from the experts, if you will, and people that are know football around North Dakota, Kindred varsity, they're going to be moving up to AA next year along with Central Cass, while Valley City will be dropping down to Class A next season. So we have got junior high football coming up here. The kickoff / opening possession is on the way. It's the Vikings and the Highliners from Hannah Field. This is Highliner football from Hannah Field, live on the Highlight Activity Network. Back here at Hannah Field, the Highliners won the coin toss. They elected to defer to the second half, and so they will give the ball over to Kindred to start things here. Matt Brandvold is our Whitecap here this afternoon. Brian Yanish, Kirk Olson, Lance Lukes, our officiating crew for this junior high matchup. The Highliners, the 7th graders, Tom Milbrandt and Brandon Myers, coaches, and for the 8th graders, Preston Myers and Jimmy Howard. But I know that at least as far as the offenses are concerned with Jimmy and Tom, they kind of co-coordinate both teams and help each other out coaching. These four gentlemen have been, if you've missed it, they have been with the Highlander Junior High now. They've been together as a staff for 6 years. This is the 6th year that these guys have been together as the junior high coaches for Valley City. And we've got the kickoff coming up. Both teams wearing blue. Of course, the Highlanders in their Columbia blue with the navy pants and helmet, and the Kindred Vikings in their blue tops with the white pant and white helmets. You know, on Mondays after the Vikings, the Minnesota Vikings win, and of course this weekend the Valley City State Vikings won and the Minnesota Vikings won. I like to wear my Viking polo shirt with the Viking logo on it, not knowing that, again, playing Kindred Vikings, so oops. But as one of the Kindred coaches pointed out, that's purple, so you're okay. Valley City will kick things off here. Garrett Govan will kick it off for the Highliners. And kicking it deep to the Vikings of Kindred in his junior high matchup. They're waiting for the scoreboard to get to the 12-minute or the 10 minutes up on the clock. We have 10-minute quarters here during our junior high games. Or 8 minutes, okay. Oh, junior varsity was 10 minutes. That's right. Junior varsity was 10 minutes. So we are set to go. Govan has the ball teed up, ready to kick it deep. The approach and the kick, line drive kick. And it goes all the way back, taken at the 24-yard line, return to the 25-30, across the 30 to the 35 to the 40, and out over to the 40 to the 44-yard line. A nice return of 20 yards. On the return was Jaden Rude for Kindred. So the Vikings will have it 1st and 10, mark it at the 45-yard line. At their own 45, 1st and 10. Going from left to right here in the opening quarter. 8-minute quarters, normal time. Well, 5-minute halftime. And a very quick 5-minute turnaround between the 8th grade and 7th grade game. On the from the 45, 1st and 10. I formation, receivers wide, both sides of the field. Pitch goes wide to the far side. On the carry, Cam Kittleson. Kittleson got running him across the 40. He's in Highlander territory inside the 35 to the 30. And then brought down inside the 30-yard line. They're going to say he stepped out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. That's going to be a 25-yard pickup. Then it'll be 1st and 10 on the first carry. To the 30-yard line in Highlander territory. And they're telling the scoreboard operator, get the clock rolling, get the clock rolling. There he goes. Here's the inside handout to the fullback, and not a whole lot there, maybe a half yard on the inside counter. Giving it to the fullback, Gray Eisenschenk. And up front in the middle there for Valley City, Luke Sorby. Hey, Luke Sorby knows his football. He went 6-0 and pick 6 for the Times record this week. Luke Sorby was the winner of the pick 6 contest and the Times record. He got all 6 right. And again, check out the Times record for our pick 6 contest that we have each and every week for the next 10 weeks. Here's a handoff, goes to Kittleson up the middle, 25 to the 20. And Cam Kittleson will take it inside the 20-yard line to about the 19. So Kittleson on the carry. He'll get 10 yards. And another first down for Kindred. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. 6:48, clock ticking. We're in quarter number 1. Opening possession here for the Kindred Vikings. Receivers wide, both sides of the field. Sire Olson wide to the far side. Gavin Johnson here to the near side. On the handoff, Callan Perrin keeps it himself, the quarterback at the 15, and hit at the 15, and then brought down. Ryan Malcolm on the tackle there after a pickup down to the 14. Gain of 5 yards on the quarterback keep. That'll bring up a second down. Second down, and they're going to mark it at the 9. At the 14. It was a gain of 5. Second down and 5 from the 14-yard line. 6 minutes to go here in the opening quarter. Callan Perrin will bring them up to the line. These are all 7th graders for Kindred. Receivers wide, both sides of the field. Inside handoff goes to the fullback. Up the middle is Eisenschenk, and Eisenschenk takes the pile inside the 10 down to the 8. He'll get 6 yards on the carry. That is going to be enough for another Kindred first down. It'll be 1st and goal to goal for the Vikings at the Highliner 8-yard line. So from the 8, 1st and goal. Receivers wide to both sides of the field. I formation. Eisenschenk the fullback. And Kittleson dots the I. Quarterback Keith Perrin rolling here to the near side. He's got it at the 10. He's at the 5. And he's going to be in for the touchdown. So the touchdown run for Perrin goes 8 yards. 6 plays. 55 yards. And takes almost 3 minutes off the clock. With 5:08 to go here in quarter number 1. Kindred on the board first. And a timeout was taken by the Highliners. So again, Perrin from 8 yards out. And now the conversion pending here for Kindred. With 5:08 remaining in the first quarter, 6-0. Again, Brandon Myers, the defensive coordinator, out there with head coach Tom Milbrandt. You can almost call all 4 of these gentlemen co-coaches. Tom Milbrandt handles the offense. Brandon Myers works with the defense. So the timeout called, and now Kindred will line up for the 2-point conversion. Perrin will bring him up to the line. He's got that I formation with Eisenschenk dotting the I. Or Kittleson dots the I. Eisenschenk the fullback. Kittleson gets the pitch. He's going to go around left side. He cuts back inside a block, and he's in for the conversion. So we come back up the field with 5:08 left to go here in this first quarter. And your score, it is Kindred 8, Valley City nothing. Highliner football from Hannah Field, live on the Highliner Activity Network. Eight nothing. Kindred 6-play, 55-yard drive. And a touchdown run of 8 yards by Callan Perrin. And now here's a low-line drive on the kickoff. Malcolm bounces off his shoulder pads, still loose, and he finally goes down and grabs it at the 29-yard line. That's where the Highliners offense will come out. 1st and 10 at their own 29. With 5:03 to go here in quarter number 1, trailing 8-0. And last week, Garrett Govan and Jacob Bollingberg kind of alternated series at quarterback. And looks like Govan's going to start here. 2 receivers wide to the near side. 1 receiver, that's Sylvester, split out wide to the right. That's the wide side of the field. Orion Malcolm, the lone setback. In motion is Kalbrenner. Lines up in the slot. Handoff goes to Malcolm. And Orion gets back to the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard to the 30-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 9. Brought down there by Jaden Rude. Malcolm, who's had a couple 100-plus yard games already. Well, one 100-yard game rushing with 65 against Devils Lake. He's also, or against Devils Lake. Had a couple of touchdowns in the Lisbon game. And a couple more against Devils Lake, or one more against Devils Lake from the 30-yard line. Second down and 9 for the Highliners. Malcolm the lone setback. In motion is Kalbrenner, lines up in that slot to the right. He gets the inside counter. He's got running room, puts his head down across the 30 out to the 33. Pickup of 3 yards for Rudy Kalbrenner. And it'll bring up a third down and 6 for Valley City. They're going to give him forward progress out ahead to the 34, so we'll give him 4 yards on the carry. You know, they mark it down on the near sideline, and then the official closest to the ball might see something different, and then they move it either backward or forward from the initial spot. And here they give him an extra yard, so it'll be third down and 5 for Valley City from their own 34-yard line. 3:42 to go first quarter, 8-0. Kindred with the advantage. Govin under center. He'll send Kalbrenner in motion. Stops behind the tackle to the left. Gets the pitch is Malcolm. Trying to cut to the corner to the outside. Ryan Malcolm, he's going to be wrapped up and down. He'll get a yard to the 35-yard line. Could have been a little bit worse. But again, Jaden Rude there grabbed him by the jersey and brought him down. And they're going to mark it at the 35. So a gain of a yard brings up a 4th down and 4 for Valley City at their own 35-yard line. First possession of the game for the Highliners. Jason Zibin now will bring the play from the sidelines. They are going to punt the ball away. Well, they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yep, they did get their 11 out there. Govin was going to punt the ball. Now he gets a little bit closer. Garrett Govin will punt the ball away. Line of scrimmage is the 35. It gets a good snap, the approach, and the kick. High, boomer. Great kick by Govin. Hits at the 25 and taken inside the 20 to about the 19-yard line. Back to the way comes Kittleson to the 25 to the far sideline. Cam Kittleson at the 30, and a nice open field tackle on that far side at the 32-yard line. That was Orion Malcolm with a great open field tackle. It'll be 1st and 10 for Kindred at the 34-yard line. After that 39-yard punt by Govin, no return, or the return out to the 34, so about a 5-yard return. So Kindred will take over 1st and 10. They're going to mark it at the 33-yard line with 2 minutes and 24 seconds to go. We're in quarter number 1. Kindred leading it 8-0. From the 33. Inside handoff, Eisenschenk to the 35, and Eisenschenk across the 35 to the 37. Zimba there defensively for Valley City. Also helped out by Sorby. After a gain of out to the 37-yard line. Pickup of 4. Brings up 2nd down and 6 from the 37. Inside 2 minutes to go, 1:54. Clock moving. We're in quarter number 1, 8-0 Kindred. Vikings come up to the line of scrimmage. Perrin under center. Receivers on both sides of the field. I formation. Kittleson will dot the I. Gavin Johnson here to the near side. Kittleson gets the handoff. He's hit in the backfield, spins out of a couple of tackles, moves up ahead. He's going to be back to the original line of scrimmage after being wrapped up by Kalbrenner and brought down. But he got away from a couple of tacklers in the backfield. I think Malcolm was one of them. Spun out of that around the 30-yard line, and then spun out of another one at about the 32, and was able to get back to the original line of scrimmage where he's bound by Kalbrenner. No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 6 for Kindred at their own 37-yard line. And they're saying we have an injured. Oh, we do have an injured Viking on that far side. So the clock is stopped with the injured Viking. Or it's an injured Highliner. Ooh, and that's not looking good. The way he's holding his shoulder and holding his hand. That could be a oh boy, that's almost looking like a rib. Could be a rib because he is holding his midsection, and his number is being covered up. But an injury there to a Highliner. From the 37-yard line, it'll bring up a 3rd down situation here for Kindred. They need to get to the 43. I think that is Kalbrenner. That is the shaken up Viking, or shaken up Highliner. It is Brody. from the 37. 3rd down and 6. Aaron Heck, one of the varsity coaches, also a EMT and on the rescue squad. He's going to take a look at him. Here's the pitch to Kittleson. First down and more to the 45 midfield. Near sideline 45-40. He's off to the races. Cam Kittleson to the 30, the 20, the 15. Cuts to the middle field at the 10 to the 5 and a touchdown. Cam Kittleson takes it in from 63 yards away, and with 47 seconds to go here in the first quarter, Kindred now leads it 14-0 with the 2-point conversion pending here. So Kittleson with the 63-yard run. Took it up, bounced it to the right side, came all the way over to the sideline, and it was a foot raised on the sideline. And at about the 15-yard line, cut to the middle of the field and scored easily on that 63-yard run. Kittleson now 4 carries for 88 yards. So that drive went 3 plays, 67 yards, and took 1 minute and 37 seconds off the clock. Now conversion attempt, I formation. Here comes the counter back the other way, and the easy touchdown on the little mini reverse to the wide receiver coming across was Sawyer Olson. So we come back up the field with 47 seconds left to go here in the first quarter. It's Kindred 16, Valley City nothing. We're back with the kickoff. This is Highlander Junior High Football live from Hannah Field on the Highlander Activity Network. Back here at Hannah Field, 47 seconds to go first quarter. Advantage right now to the Kindred Vikings, 16-0. And the ball teed up, ready to kick her deep. Brody Fox with the kickoff here for Kindred. And the right footer delivers a low ground ball kick, bounces over one of the up men, grabbed there by Kimba at the 40. That is Zimba, pardon me, Kazan Zimba. I put the wrong first letter on the wrong spot, and he took the hop off the bounce, got it from the 40, takes it out across the 45, out to the 48-yard line. And that's where the Highlander offense will come out first down and 10 from the 48. With 39 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. Advantage to Kindred, 16-0. Of course, they are going to be, looks like they are minus Mr. Kalbrenner. Al Sylvester will bring the play in from the sideline. And see if they do go. Gavin Welkin now is going to run the offense. Again, he, along with Garrett Govan, alternate at that quarterback position. Now they're going to go 3 wide receivers, 2 to the right, 1 here to the near side. Malcolm, the lone setback from the 47-yard line. Here's Govan in motion across the backfield. Hand up goes to Malcolm. Orion Malcolm he got away from Perrin, gets hit a second time, and then he is dropped by a third Viking in good pursuit. There was Kittleson that came up with a tackle. It's going to be a loss of 2 back to the 46-yard line. It'll bring up 2nd down and 12 for the Highlanders at their own 46. And that could be our final play of this first quarter. Again, with no play clock. You can take as much time in the huddle as you need. And looks like the Highlanders are going to be content to let this first quarter run down. So we are through the first 8 minutes of football. Your score at the end of 1 quarter. It's Kindred 16, Valley City nothing. We're back with the second quarter. This is Highlander Junior High Football live from Hannah Field on the Highlander Activity Network. As we get ready to start the second quarter, Kindred on top by a score of 16-0. Valley City, they'll have a second down play coming up here, 2nd and 12. Well, now they say the 47-yard line. It was at the 46. Oh, goodness. All right, so we're going to give only a 1-yard loss on that last play because they did have it at the 46. Now it's at the 47. Across the backfield in motion, Camden Amon. Rolling near side, Wilkin, the lefty, dumps it off. Amon has it at the 50. Amon out of bounds here near side. Rude on the tackle for Kindred. It'll be out of bounds at the Kindred 47. That'll be a 6-yard pickup. First completion of the game. And a 6-yard pickup to Amon. Brings up a 3rd down, and we'll call 3rd and about 3. They need to get to the 42. And actually, it's 3rd and 5. They're at the 47-yard line. So 3rd down and 5 from the 42-yard line. Or they need to get to the 42. They're at the 47. I'm sorry. Swung out far side. Camden Larson here to the near side. Sylvester. Govin the lone setback. Now coming in motion across the backfield here near side is Amon. Govin gets the handoff. He's at the 45, then stood up at the 45. Kittleson and Fox there defensively. Gain of a couple yards to the 45-yard line. And that's going to bring up a 4th down for Valley City. 4th and 3 from the Kindred 45. 7:30 remaining in the second quarter. Junior high football here in the Highline Activity Network. Kindred and Valley City, the Vikings leading at 16-0. Zimba now goes out wide to the far side of the field, here to the near side. Larson and Amon. And Amon in motion, lines up, handoff, gives to Govin, and again a nice open field tackle, textbook tackle there by Cam Kittleson. And he stood up Govin and brought him back. They're going to give him forward progress back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And so the ball goes over on downs to Kindred. And the Vikings will have it 1st and 10 at their own 45-yard line with 6 minutes and 57 seconds left to go here in quarter number 2. 16-0, Kindred on top. Well, they're going to get an 11th man out there for the Highliners. Hayden Morris now will run out and line up in the linebacker spot here. Kindred to the line of scrimmage from the 45. Barron is the I formation. Receivers on both sides of the field. Johnson on one side. Olsen on the other. Now he wants to throw, going deep over the middle. He's got a wide open man. To the 30, to the 25. Olsen to the 20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown. Sire Olsen on the touchdown, 55 yards. And just like that, Kindred is on top. That is the first pass of the game for Perrin. And he hooks up with Olsen for 55 yards and a score. Well, that drive took all of 13 seconds to cover those 55 yards. And now the conversion coming up here for the Vikings. With 6 minutes and 42 seconds to go in this second quarter. Now they come up to the line of scrimmage for the 2-point conversion. Here's Perrin, gives up the middle. That's Eisenschenk, the fullback, and he's in for the 2-point conversion. So we come back up the field with 6:42 left to go in quarter number 2. Your score now reads Kindred 24, Valley City nothing. We're back with a kickoff. This is Highliner football on the Highline Activity Network. On that drive, again, one play, 55 yards, took a total of 15 seconds off the clock. A 55-yard touchdown pass. Callan Perrin to Sawyer Olson. A great throw by Perrin, and Olson was right down the seam, wide open with the easy catch, and then just outran the defense for the touchdown. Now Fox has the ball teed up. We'll kick her deep here for for Kindred. Malcolm is the deep back here for Valley City. Beautiful night here for football, maybe a little bit on the muggy side. And there's the kick. It's a high kick, short but high. Malcolm backs, and it's a free ball, picks it up at the 30-yard line, and he got away from the initial tackle there by Olson, but then brought down by the secondary tackle right at the 30-yard line. That was Jaden Rude on that tackle, and that is where the Highlander offense will come out here from the 30-yard line. First down and 10. Again, alternating quarterbacks, but now with the absence of Brody Kalbrenner. They'll see if they have Welkin in that wide quarterback spot. No, it looks like they'll keep Garrett Govin and keep alternating. Govin will run the play. Line of scrimmage is the 30-yard line. With 6 minutes and 35 seconds to go in the quarter. And there's a flag. I think we're going to have a false start. I think Govin, you know, are they going to pick up the flag? Yep, they're going to pick it up. Yeah, the quarterbacks maybe move that leg to get the guy going in motion. I think the referee thought it was a movement backwards, but no, now we have time called. And now, are they going to throw the flag for too many men? They got people going in and out of the lineup. Now, here we go. Under center, Garrett Govin from the 30-yard line. Handoff goes to Malcolm. Hit immediately. Perrin drops him after a gain up to the 31. Gain of 1. So right now, Orion Malcolm, 4 carries, 2 yards. His Kindred defense not allowing him to get to the open space where he is very dangerous. 6:15 to go. Clock ticking. We're in quarter number 2. 24-0. Kindred with the advantage. Zimba will bring the play in from the sideline. Coach Milbrandt, coordinator on the 7th grade squad. Co-coordinator, if you will, with Jimmy Howard. From the 31-yard line. 2 receivers wide to the left. 1 here to the near side. Across the backfield, Amon. Handoff, Malcolm bobbles it and fumbled it, and he falls on it after a loss back to the 29. Not a great handoff. Bobbled it off his midsection, then went off the shoulder pad and bobbled and went to the ground, and Malcolm was able to fall on it. And they're going to actually say he'll give him back to the original line of scrimmage. So the 1 yard he just gained, he now loses that 1 yard. So from the 30-yard line, 3rd down and 10. They got 2nd down on the mark on their far side, but it is 3rd down. 3rd and 10 from the 30-yard line. The near official is telling him there they switch it to 3rd down. From the 30, the near official is telling the official on the far side through their headset, tell him to flip the card. From the 30, 3rd down and 10 for Valley City. Amon setting up right behind the tackles. Handoff goes to Govin. Govin at the 30-yard line, wrapped up as he got maybe to the 31 and then pulled back, but they'll give him forward progress to the 31-yard line. Gittleson again off the pile last, along with Fox there for Kindred. Out to the 31, so he'll get that 1 yard. And it'll bring up 4th down and 9 for Valley City at the 31-yard line. As we approach 4 minutes left to go here in this second quarter. We're halfway through the second quarter. Govin back will punt the ball away. Now the defense was going to go back to receive. Now they're going to come up a little bit. But it is punt formation right now for Valley City. Now they're going to send 2 guys back deep. Good snap. Govan approach. Swing of the right leg. Low kick. Kittleson grabs it at the 44 to the 45-50. Kittleson at the 45. He's to the 40. He's in Highliner territory to the far side 30. At the 25-20. And Cam Kittleson will just outrun the rest of the team all the way in for the score. A 56-yard punt return for Kittleson. With 3 minutes and 23 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Kittleson on the 56-yard punt return. There's a 25-yard punt. And then 56 yards on the return. Makes it 30-0 with the conversion pending here for the Vikings. It was 3:23 when they stopped the clock. Now 11 seconds rolled off. It's down to 3:12. So I'm going to mark this as 3:12 on the game clock for that score. High formation, handoff, Rude. Jaden Rude is in for the conversion. So we come back up the field with 3:12 to go here in this first half. Your score, it's Kindred 32, Valley City nothing. We're back with the kickoff. This is Highliner Junior High Football from Hannah Field, live on the Highliner Activity Network. Well, the second return for a touchdown. That is 56-yard punt return here for a touchdown. So the Kindred Vikings, they have 3 touchdowns of 50-plus yards. Now waiting to get the kicking ball here, and Fox is ready to get teed up and kick the ball away here with 3:12 to go here in the second quarter. Now the ball's ready to go. Here's the approach. Brody Fox sends it past Zimba. Zimba has to bring it down, and he falls on it at the 20-yard line. So the ball rolls by him, and again, this is a live ball on kickoffs. And so Kazan Zimba had to go back and fall on it. And the line of scrimmage for the Highliners will be 1st and 10 from their own 21-yard line. With 3 minutes and 10 seconds left to go, we're in quarter number 2. Govan comes to the sideline. Gavin Welkin now will run the offense. Now they're going to send Sylvester out with the play to Welkin. At the 21-yard line, 1st down and 10 for the Highliners. Line of scrimmage is the 21. The lone back is Malcolm. 2 receivers here to the near side. They'll send Ahmed in motion. It's all the way across and sets up left side. Malcolm on the handoff. He goes behind his fullback across the 25, and Malcolm with his best run of the game gets it out across the 25, out close to the 27, 28-yard line. So a nice run there by Orion Malcolm. After being bottled up, 5 carries for 1 yard. He'll pick up 7 there to the 28. 2nd down and 3 from the 28-yard line. Inside 2 minutes left to go here in this second quarter. And actually, I'm having issues with the clock as it's actually jumping That's why the time kind of gets off. It holds for a few seconds and then it jumps ahead. So that is the issue with our clock right now. It went from 2 minutes to 1:54. That was the fastest 6 seconds I've ever seen. From the 28-yard line. Here comes Amon again in motion across the backfield. He'll stop halfway through. Gavin gives him on the counter. And across the 30-yard line, close to first down yardage on the carry is Camden Amon. They're going to mark it at the 31-yard line, as we're going to say he is, well, they're going to give him out to the 32. So it's going to be about they are going to give him the first down. So they will give him the first down out to the 32-yard line. Amon with his first carry of the game. That is the first down for Valley City. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Inside a minute left to go here, second quarter. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Or 2 right, 1 left, pardon me. Here now comes Amon in motion. Gavin Welkin under center. And Gavin, again the counter, gives it off to Amon. He is wrapped up by Jaden Rude and brought down at about the 32-yard line. So a no gain on the play. And that may be the final play of this first half. And then we will have a 5-minute halftime, and then back here with the start of the second half. And your score at halftime, it is Valley City trailing the Kindred Vikings 32-0. We're back to Hannah Field. This is Highlander Junior High Football on the Highlander Activity Network. We are at halftime here in Valley City. The junior high 7th grade game. The Kindred Vikings leading at 24-0. And recap the scoring in that first half. In the first quarter with 5:08 to go, it was Cam Perrin, the quarterback, with an 8-yard touchdown run. And actually, it's Callan Perrin, but it was Cam Kittleson that ran in the 2-point conversion, and that made it 8-0 with 5:08 to go. And that capped a 6-play, 55-yard drive, took 2:52 off the clock. And then in the late in the first quarter, with 47 seconds to go, Kittleson on a 63-yard touchdown run. Sawyer Olson ran in the 2-point conversion, made it 16-0. That capped a 3-play, 67-yard drive, took a minute 37 off the clock. And then in the second quarter, at the 6:42 mark, it was Perrin with a 55-yard touchdown pass to Sawyer Olson. Eisenschenk popped in the 2-point conversion. That was a 1-play, 55-yard drive, took 15 seconds off the clock, and that made it 24-0. And then with 3:12 to go in the second quarter, Kittleson with the 56-yard punt return for a touchdown. Jaden Rood popped in the 2-point conversion, and that is your score here at halftime, with Kindred leading it by a score of 32-30. First half numbers for the Kindred Vikings: Kittleson 4 carries, 88 yards. Eisenschenk 3 carries for 11, and quarterback Perrin, he's carried the ball twice for 11 yards. So 110 yards on the ground, and then that one completion of 55 yards to Olson by Perrin, and that gives them 165 yards of total offense in the first half. For Valley City, Orion Malcolm, 6 carries, 8 yards rushing. Brody Kalbrenner, he carried the ball once for 4 yards. Again, if you missed it, he went out with an injury in that second quarter. He had 1 carry for 4 yards. Garrett Govan, 3 carries for 3 yards, and 2 carries for 4 yards for Camden Amon for 19 yards on the ground, and 1 completion, Welkin, to Amon for 6 yards. So 25 yards of total offense for Valley City in the first half. So they've got 8 minutes up on the scoreboard. Our 5-minute halftime is concluded. Valley City still huddling in the end zone as the 8th graders now come on the field. Again, as we've talked about before here with 7th and 8th grade games, the 8th graders, at least for Valley City, and as I see now for Kindred, they're over on the far side as they're starting to warm up. And they warm up during the game, during the 7th grade game. So once the 7th grade game is done, there's about a 5-minute flip-flop, and then we start the 8th grade game. Again, Valley City won the toss. They deferred, so they'll get the ball first to start things here in the third quarter, trailing 32-0. And again, the rules in North Dakota football: running clock at the 30-point mark in the second half. I think we were talking about it here Friday night. I kept saying 35 was the point total in the fourth quarter. That's the Minnesota rule. But in North Dakota, it is 30 points in the second half. And if the Highlanders can get it under 30, then it'll go back to normal clock. So at least for the time being, we'll have running clock here for Valley City and Kindred here in the third quarter. Fox approaches, and the second half kickoff is underway. And it'll be Zimba taking it to the 31-yard line, to the 35, to the 40. Jason Zimba across the 45, and with a nice return out to the 46-yard line, 15-yard return. And tackled made there by Cale Whipple out to the 45-yard line. So that's where the Highlander offense will start things here in the second half from their own 45. Again, running clock unless the Highlanders can get this score back under 30. And Brody Kalbrenner, he is in the locker room being tended to, but as all of his gear is on the bench, so he is done for the day. From the 46-yard line, first down and 10 for Valley City. Govan under center. Now he'll send Amon in motion across the backfield. Sets up on the hot near side. Hand up goes to Malcolm. Malcolm trying to bounce to the outside to the 47. Nice jersey tackle there. Jaden Rood grabbed him and threw him down at about the 47. Nice open field tackle there by Jaden Rood. A gain of 1. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for Valley City from their own 47. Now, both teams running the ball. It will not take long as this stays in that 30-point bracket for this third quarter to go through. From the 47, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Amon in motion. Malcolm the lone setback. Govan under center, or Welkin gives off. Here's Malcolm. Cuts one way, back against the grain, across the 50. Nice run there to the Kindred 49-yard line. Pickup of 4 yards for Orion Malcolm. And we'll bring up a 3rd down and 5 at the Kindred 49-yard line. Highliners with 30-plus kids between the 2 rosters, about 36 between 7th grade and 8th grade. With the larger number on the 7th grade side, exact opposite for Kindred. Their larger number is in the 8th grade. From the 49, Welkin under center. He'll gives off to Malcolm on a 3rd down and 5. Malcolm a wide turn again, gets out of a jersey tackle, but then Rude will bring him down. Jaden Rude just reaches out, grabs a handful of jersey, and holds on for dear life, and that time brought him down for a loss back to the original line of scrimmage at the 46-yard line. That'll be a loss of 5 for Malcolm. And brings up 4th down and 10 from the Highliner 46. Here goes Zimba, gets the play call from Coach Milbrandt. We'll bring it to the huddle as we hit the 5-minute mark left to go here in the 3rd quarter. Highlanders on the near hash. From the 46-yard line, their own 46. And as they start out, 2 receivers left, 1 here to the near side. That's Zimba. Amon comes in motion. He'll stop behind the tackle. To the left. Welkin, the lefty to throw. Swings it near side, complete. Amon and out of bounds. Short pickup. They picked up 6 yards on that play earlier in the game. And this one is going to be virtually no gain on the play. So the ball will go over on downs back to Kindred. And the Vikings will have their first possession here in the 3rd quarter at the Highliner 46-yard line. With 4 minutes and 29 seconds remaining. The only time we have the clock stopped is change of possession, an official's timeout. From the 46, 1st down and 10 for the Vikings. Looks like they will change things up. Looks like Jaden Rude now is your tailback from the 46. And we still have Perrin in at quarterback, and he took the snap, was trying to go right up the middle and got stood up. No gain on the play. Right in the middle of that line, Tristan Hendrickson and Jarrett Borg right there in the middle of that line. So no gain on the play, brings up 2nd down and 10 from the 46. 3:36 clock on the move here in the 3rd quarter. 32-0, Kindred with the lead and the football, going from right to left here in the near hash. Jaden Rude lines up as the tailback. Perrin wants to keep it himself on the bootleg to the 45 to the 40, and then escorted out of bounds by a couple of Highliners. Sylvester and Morest scoot him out of bounds inside the 40-yard line to about the 39. A gain of 7. And it'll bring up 3rd down and 3 for Kindred at the Highliner 39-yard line. Play comes in from the sideline, brought in by Cale Whipple. Here to the near side is Olson. Gavin Johnson split up wide to the far side with that I formation. Rude dots the I. Perrin gives it off to Jaden to the 40. Jaden cuts back. He's going to have the 1st down and more inside to 35 and down to the 34-yard line. A gain of 5, but it is enough for a Kindred 1st down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the Highliner 34. With 2:20 to go, clock moving. Running clock here in the 3rd quarter. Kindred leading 32-0. Line of scrimmage is the 34. Again, working with that I formation with Rude, the tailback. Perrin gives to his fullback, Eisenschenk to the 30, bounce it to the outside, and a nice ankle tackle inside the 30-yard line. Might have been a touchdown-saving tackle there on that far side for Valley City. It'll be a gain to the 28-yard line, pickup of 6 yards. And I want to say that was Callan. Well, no, that wasn't Callan Hansen on the tackle. See if I can catch the number. Oh, it's Zimba that was on the tackle there for Valley City. So it's a 6-yard pickup for Eisenschenk. Brings up 2nd and 4. Welkin gives it again here to the near side. On the carry is Rude, wrapped up by Malcolm, and those two have met quite a few times on the field. Actually, it was Sylvester Walker on the tackle that time. Walker with the tackle. Wrapped him up at the 21-yard line, but it is enough for a first down. So first down and 10 at the 21-yard line. This is the 5th play of this drive from the 21. First and 10. Here's Perrin. He wants to keep it himself. He's got Rude blocking for him. Sidesteps a tackle to the 20, to the outside of the 15, to the 10. He's at the 5, then pushed out of bounds by Walker on the far sideline. With 25 seconds to go, that'll probably be the final play of this third quarter. But from the 21, marking it down inside the 5 to the 4, 17-yard carry there for Perrin. And that will more than likely be the final play of this third quarter. The clock inside 10 seconds. They come up to the line of scrimmage. Their coach tells them just hang on. And that'll do it. We've got triple zeros, so we are through 3 quarters of football. And your score, it is Kindred 32, Valley City nothing. Back with the fourth quarter. This is Highlander football, live from Hannah Field on the Highlander Activity Network. Valley City Junior High will be hitting the road here in their next 2 games. After tonight, Thursday, they're on the road at Wahpeton. And then next Monday at Central Cass. Before returning home for a game with Lisbon on the 19th of September. On the road at Ellendale on the 23rd. And then they finish up home with Wahpeton and home with Central Cass. And that'll wrap up the junior high season and the month of September. First and goal here from the 3. Bow, fumbled, Eisenschenk. He got the handout, then it popped free, and he falls on it. Back to the 5-yard line. So a loss of a yard on that mis-exchange between Eisenschenk and Perrin. So back to the 5, brings up second down and goal at the 5-yard line. 7:29 here in quarter number 4. Kindred on top, 32-0. I formation, again, Eisenschenk is the fullback with Rude dotting the I. Receivers wide both sides of the field. Perrin, who might have been a busted play, now he's going to have to ab-lib, and Perrin is going to get ducked towards the goal line, and he is down at the 1. Well, looks like he was going to try to get the ball to Rude, and Rude didn't take it, so Perrin had to run it himself and takes it down to the 1, picks up 4 yards on the ad-lib. He's got 41 yards rushing on 6 carries. And it is 3rd and goal from the 1. 162 yards rushing in this game for Kindred. So 3rd and goal from the 1. Perrin gives to Eisenschenk going off the left side, and he's in for the touchdown. With 6:31 left to go here in the 4th quarter. Eisenschenk with his first touchdown of the game. And this one is a 1-yard plunge. And now the conversion pending. Kindred leading at 38-0. Barron will set up receivers on either side of the field. Sawyer Olsen wide to the far side, bobbled on the snap. Handoff goes to Rood, and he's in for the conversion. It was a bobbled snap, but Jaden Rood was able to get the handoff from Perrin and takes it in. So we come back up the field with now 5:55 left to go here in this 4th quarter. And your score is Kindred 40, Valley City nothing. This is Highlander football on the Highlander Activity Network. That drive was 7 plays, 46 yards, took 36 seconds off the clock. And with 5:55 to go here in the 4th quarter, Kindred now leading at 40-0 as Fox ready to kick it deep here for the Vikings. There's the low line drive kick, far side at the 36. Govan takes it up across the 40 and then hit there by Fox across the 40. And Garrett Govan, he got hit pretty hard there. And they're going to mark it out at the 43-yard line. So Valley City offensively will come back out on the field with 5:36 left to go here in the 4th quarter. They'll have it 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line. And the clock stopped on the change of possession. Now it rolls again as we have running time here in this second half. Kindred on top 40-0. Walker brings the play in from the sideline. At the 48-yard line, going from right to left. Wide receiver wide to the far side is Walker. Larson and Amon here to the near side. Amon in the slot, and he's going to go in motion. Malcolm the lone setback. Welkin hands off to Orion Malcolm, gets across the 45 and gets out to about the 46, 47-yard line. So they'll mark it out across the 45. We'll give them the 48. As it's right between the 47 and the 48, so we'll give them the 48-yard line. Pick up of 5 yards there for Malcolm, who's got 13 yards on 10 carries. Far and away below his season average of about 80-some yards per game. As we get to the halfway point here in the 4th quarter, 4 minutes to go. From the 48-yard line. Gavin Wilkin, or Bollingberg, I've been saying Wilkin. Bollingberg under center, I apologize for that. And handoff goes here again to Malcolm, and he is hit hard again, this time Kittleson, and Kittleson, by tackling Malcolm, also took Garrett Govan out of the play. He kind of tackled 2 guys at once. Govan and Malcolm both slow to get up. Bollingberg is going to come back in at quarterback, and Govan will come out. They are going to give him a yard to the 49, though. So it'll be 3rd down here for Valley City. They need to get to the Kindred 47. 3rd and 4. with Jacob Bollingberg at quarterback. I apologize, been saying Welkin. Welkin is the 8th grade quarterback. Jacob Bollingberg, he and Garrett Govan have been alternating. Line of scrimmage is the 49. 3rd down and 4 for Valley City. Here goes Ahmed in motion. And lines up, pitch. Malcolm, wide side. He's got Rude, and he is brought down by Rude again. Just a reach out, arm tackle there by Jaden Rude. It's going to be a loss of 2 yards back to the 47-yard line. Well, I tell you, plays that have worked so far this year for Orion Malcolm are just not working here against a very solid defense for Kindred. They are stringing it out. They are pursuing. And he is not able to get going. 12 carries for 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, we'll call it the 47. It's the ball between the 46 and 47-yard line. We approach 2 minutes left to go here in the 4th quarter. It is a 4th down play coming up here. 4th down and 6 for Valley City. Bollingberg under center. Sends Ahmed in motion. He'll turn. He wants to throw. The lefty throws far side. Incomplete. He was looking for Ahmed. And it went right through his hands. Incomplete. That's actually the first incompletion of the game. As Bollingberg 2 for 3 for 6 yards passing. So the ball will go over on downs to Kindred. And the Vikings will take over at the Highliner 46 with 1 minute and 42 seconds. Clock ticking here in this 4th quarter. So time for a couple of plays here for Kindred. And then we'll have a quick little 5-minute turnaround, and then we'll be ready for our 8th grade game. From the 46, movement on the line is going to back them up 5. That's our first penalty of the game. We did have a flag thrown earlier, but they waved it off, and they were going to throw one against Valley City, and they waved that one off. So there's our first false start, 5-yard penalty. So that'll take them back into their own territory to their own 49-yard line. A 1st and 15. First and 15 for the Vikings from their own 49. Wind has picked up a little bit here, and I think it's starting to chill off a little bit. I see people actually grabbing blankets and sweatshirts. And right up the middle on the carry is Eisenschenk, the fullback, back into Highliner territory, 3 yards to the 48. Now we'll bring up a 2nd and 12 with 50 seconds to go. I'm going to guess we might get this final play here. Will be our final play of this quarter and of the game. They come up to the line of scrimmage at the 48-yard line. Handoff goes off to Rude as Kittleson running quarterback, and he turns and gives it off to Jaden Rude. Rude gets inside the 45, down to the 42. He'll pick up 5 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 6 from the 42-yard line, but that will be the final play of this ball game. As the clock winds down, we've got triple zeros, and your final score, it is Kindred 40, Valley City nothing here in our 7th grade game. We'll step aside, get the totals, come back with the stats in this one, and get ready for our 8th grade game. Again, Kindred winning it 40-0. This is Highliner football, live from Hannah Field on the Highliner Activity Network. Again, your final in our 7th grade game, 40-0 Kindred with the win. And just recapping the scoring again in this one, in the first quarter, at the 5:08 mark, it was Perrin, an 8-yard touchdown run. Kittleson ran in the 2-point conversion, capping a 6-play, 55-yard drive, made it 8-0 Kindred. There with 47 seconds to go in the first quarter. Kittleson, a 63-yard touchdown run. Sawyer Olson ran in the 2-point conversion, capping a 3-play, 67-yard drive, taking minute 37 off the clock. That made it 16-0. Then in the second quarter, with 6:42 to go in the second quarter, Perrin hit Sawyer Olson with a 55-yard touchdown pass. Eisenschenk ran in the 2-point conversion, and that capped off a 1-play, 55-yard drive, 15 seconds off the clock, making it 24-0. And then Eisenschenk with a 1-yard touchdown run with 6:31 to go, or Kittleson with 3:12 to go had a 56-yard punt return for a touchdown. Jaden Rude added the conversion, and that made it 32-0 with 3:12 to go in the second quarter. That was your score at halftime. And in the fourth quarter, Eisenschenk with a 1-yard touchdown run with 6:31 remaining. Rude with the conversion, and that capped a 7-play, 46-yard drive. Take 36 seconds off the clock, and that made your final here 40-0. So Kindred, they won the toss, they deferred, and they will kick off here in the 8th grade game. Numbers in the 7th grade game for Kindred: 20 carries, 171 yards rushing, 55 through the air, 226 total offense for the Vikings. 4 carries, 88 yards for Kittleson. 6 carries, 41 yards for Perrin. And again, Perrin 1-for-1 passing, a 55-yard touchdown pass to Sawyer Olson. And on the other side for Valley City, 18 carries, 23 yards on the ground, 6 through the air for a total of 29 yards of total offense. And leading the way, 12 carries, 12 yards was Orion Malcolm. And Bollingberg, he hit 2 of 3 passes for 6 yards, his 1 completion to Caden Amon for 6 yards. So that's a look at the numbers in this one, and that is our 7th grade game. Now we are just a couple of minutes away from the 8th grade game, Valley City and Kindred. We'll be back with that kickoff with the 8th graders, Valley City and the Kindred Vikings, from Hannah Field, live on the Highline Activity Network. Paul McDonald back with you here at Hannah Field as we get ready for our 8th grade game. Technical director, camera operator in this one is Rain Nelson again here, running the ship up here in the press box and keeping me in line, and that is a full-time job. She should get double pay doing that. As we get ready to start our 8th grade game between Valley City and Kindred. They have yet just waiting to get the time up on the clock. And then we'll get things rolling here with our 8th grade game. Kindred did defer to the second half, so they'll have the ball first, or they will kick it off. There's a line drive kick, far side, taking on the run at the 30-yard line. And for the Highliners, running into his own man on the return was Brady Broughton, and he'll be down out to the 32-yard line. And that's where the Highliner offense will get things started here. 1st and 10 at the 33. They'll mark it down at the 33-yard line. 1st down and 10, 8 minutes on the clock. And now the offense comes up to the line of scrimmage. They'll have 2 receivers wide to the far side, 1 here to the near side. Bowen Bulow here on the near side. Gavin Welkin, it sounded like he was playing most of that 7th grade game, is that quarterback. Handoff to Tegan Cleveguard and hit at the line for a gain out to the 35. Gain of a couple yards for Tegan Cleveguard. He will be doing the bulk of the ball carrying here for Valley City. Gain of 2 brings up 2nd down and 8. So 2nd and 8 for Valley City. Under center on the quarterback Gavin Welkin, gives out to to Tegan Cleveguard again, and they'll give him forward progress across the 35 out to the 36. So picks up a yard, brings up 3rd down and 7 for Valley City from the 36-yard line. Kellen Otteson was on the tackle there for Kindred. So bring up a 3rd down play here. In the backfield, Welkin swings it out. Cleveguard, one-hand catch on that pitch, and he is dropped and brought down. The pitch was a little bit behind him, and Cleveguard had to reach back behind. He's going to lose a yard back to the 34. He'll actually lose 2 yards to the 34-yard line. So it'll bring up 4th down and 9 from the 34. They will punt the ball away. Here's a good snap. Matthias, and they pressure and they block it. The ball is partially blocked, picked up there by Kindred, and taking it down to the 32-yard line off the block punt was Bristol Swanson on the return. And so the Kindred offense will come out to the 42-yard line, 1st and 10. At the Highliner 42 with 5 minutes and 37 seconds to go. Here in the first quarter, no score. Now as they come up to the line of scrimmage, again at the 42-yard line. High formation, receivers wide both sides of the field. Off the handoff, on the carry goes to Andrew Huseman, and he will get dropped for no gain on the play. It'll bring up a 2nd down Christian Maudlin there on the tackle for Valley City. No gain. Brings up 2nd down and 10. At the 42-yard line. Now in the handoff again. Good for, again, penetration there for Valley City. Maudlin coming in along with Brady Broughton on the tackle there. On the carry for Kindred was Briar Gibbon on the carry. But he will get inside the 40. And he'll make it down to the 38-yard line. So he'll pick up a 4 yards. And he'll bring up 3rd down and 6 from the 38. And here's the pitch to the near side on the carry, getting it to the corner at the 35 to the 30 to the 25 to the 20, and then pushed out of bounds here on the near sideline. There is a flag on the play, so hold everything. As there is a flag on the play, Huseman on the carry on the near sideline. And so this is going to come back or from the spot of the foul. Illegal use of the hands against Kindred. So it takes away a nice carry inside the 20, but the throw of the flag is at the 23-yard line. So they're going to back him up with the penalty. And so the line of scrimmage now will be the 34. From the 34-yard line, so that'll bring up a 3rd and only 2 now. So they do give him a little bit of a positive yardage. They'll give him 4 yards, but now it's 3rd down and 2 from the 34. At quarterback, Kevin Oschlager. And he'll give it off. Huseman again. He'll get the 1st down. Huseman goes off right side and takes it down to about the 31. He'll pick up 3 yards and enough for a 1st down. Maudlin the last off the pile there for Valley City. But it is enough for a Kindred 1st down. So it'll be 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the Highliner 31. With 3.5 minutes left to go, clock on the move here in the 1st quarter. Opening possession for Kindred. And now on the handoff again to the near side on the carry inside the 30-yard line. That was Bristol Swanson on the carry. He'll take it down to the 29, gain of a couple yards. Brings up 2nd down and 8 from the 29. Vikings in Kindred territory. Colt Olson split out wide to the far side of the field. Jackson Lobke here to the near side. Looking to throw. The throw over the middle and behind the intended receiver. Oschlager's throw was a little bit behind the intended receiver. And so he could not come up with it. I believe that was Ottoson, that was the intended receiver. And we'll bring up a 3rd down play. 3rd and 8 from the 29. Kindred working from right to left here on the near hash. 2:27 to go in the 1st quarter. No score. Oschlager under center. I formation. Receivers to both sides of the field. Huseman counter. Nothing doing. Coming in there and quickly off the ball. Making the tackle. Amari Ronsberg with a big stop there. It's going to be a loss back to the 32-yard line. A loss of 3. So a big play there by Amari Ronsberg. And it brings up 4th down and 11 from the 32-yard line. Big time play there by Ronsberg as he was quick off the ball from that nose tackle spot. Came up with the tackle. So from the 32, 4th down and 11 for the Vikings. Receivers on both sides of the field, I formation. Huseman, no, wanting to throw. They go screen back to the other side on the completion, but nothing doing much there. Gain to the 30-yard line to Gibbon on the screen. So just a 1-yard pickup to the 31-yard line, so that's where the Highlanders will come out offensively after the stop. And say, well, they will take over at their own 31-yard line with 1 minute and 35 seconds left to go. In quarter number 1, no score. Colton Gerlach now will bring the play in. He will run the quarterback spot. He and Welkin will split off at that QB spot here for the 8th graders. Gerlach will bring him up to the line of scrimmage. From the 31, Kleebgard, the lone setback. 2 receivers here to the near side. One split out wide to the far side. At the 31, Gerlach, hand off to Kleebgard, here to the near side, looking for a block. Cuts inside at the 35, and Tegan Kleebgard across the 35 out to the 38. Gain of 7 yards there for Kleebgard. It'll bring up 2nd down and 3 for Valley City. At their own 38-yard line, 1:18 to go here in the first quarter. Still no score. 8th grade game, Valley City and Kindred. The 7th graders winning 40-0 for Kindred. And they outgained almost 200 yards over Valley City, 226-29. From the 38, 2nd down and 3 here for the Highlanders. Gerlach under center. And he'll send Broughton in motion. Hand up to Kleebgard. He'll go off that left side. And then the initial surge stopped him in the backfield, but he plowed forward. And actually, they're going to give him out to the 40-yard line. So he's going to be about a yard short of a first down. Good second effort there by Tegan Kleebgard. And we'll get a couple of yards out to the 40. So 3rd down and 1 coming up here for the Highlanders. Quite possibly could be the final play of this first quarter. There's 18 seconds. Clock ticking down. No score. And Jimmy Howard, Preston Myers, they work the 8th grade side with Tom Milbrun also helping out Jimmy Howard on the offensive side of things. So that will do it for our first quarter. Your score at the end of 1 quarter of play. It's Valley City nothing and Kindred nothing. We're back with the second quarter. This is Highlander Junior High Football live from Hannah Field on the Highlander Activity Network. As we start things here in the second quarter, no score between Kindred and Valley City. Valley City is setting up at their own 40-yard line. It is a 3rd down and 1 for the Highlanders from the 40. Gerlach with Kleebgard, the lone setback. 2 receivers near side. Broughton goes in motion across the backfield, stops. He gets the inside handoff, gets the first down and more, and he will take it across the 45 out to the 46-yard line. Brady Broughton on the carry there for the Highlanders, and they'll get it out to the 46, gain of 6 yards on that counter. There's your first down for Valley City. And it'll be 1st and 10 for the Highliners at the 46. Colton Gerlach, the quarterback. Bryce Komrosky, receiver, wide here to the near side of the field. They'll send Caleb Hayes wide to the far side. And then Bronigan lines up as a slot, and then he'll eventually go in motion. Kleebgard, the lone setback. Here he goes across the backfield. Gerlach gives the Kleebgard to the near side, wrapped up and brought down in the backfield. Eli Brink there on the tackle for Kindred, as he came up with a defensive play that's going to lose yardage back to the 43, a loss of 3. We'll bring up 2nd down and 13 at the 43-yard line. The one thing I can't wait for really, really cold weather, it'll get rid of the flies. That's the only reason why I can't wait for sub-zero temperatures. Though there are flies in the winter, but not as many. 6:57 here in this second quarter, no score. 2 receivers to the right, 1 here to the near side. Now again, brought in motion, stops. Gerlach, play action, rolling out. Here goes Colton Gerlach to run. He's out to the outside, cuts the corner at the 50 to the 45 to the 40, and then out of bounds on the Kindred sideline on that far side. And Gerlach had a couple long runs in their game against Devils Lake here last week. And that run to the 39-yard line. And it'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City. Gerlach with the nice carry down to the 39-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 at the 39. This will be the 5th play of this drive for Valley, or the 6th play of this drive for Valley City. From the 39. Broughton stops in that slot formation. Gerlach to throw. He wants to go deep. He's looking out deep. Incomplete. Overshot his man and actually threw it a little bit more to the inside as he was looking towards Komrosky on the pass. And it'll just go down as an incompletion. That'll bring up 2nd down and 10 from the 39 for the Highliners. This drive started at their own 31. And 7-yard pickup by Kleebgard. And then he had a 2-yard pickup, brought up a 3rd and 1. A 6-yard first down carry by Broughton, and then a loss of 3 yards. And then the big carry here by Gerlach to the 39. Kleebgard, the lone setback. Tegans has the handoff, left side, inside the 35, and then wrapped up and brought down. They'll mark it right at the 35-yard line. Pickup of 4 yards. Last off the pile there is Easton Rupp. Now they were going to mark it at the 35. They'll mark it back and say knee touchdown at the 36. So pickup of 3 yards. From the 36-yard line. That run was a 15-yard pickup by Gerlach earlier. Didn't get a chance to mention that. That first down run picked up 15 yards. From the 36. 3rd down play. Run in motion. Gerlach rolling here near side. He's going to tuck and run to the corner, to the 30, to the 25-20, to the 15, to the 10, to the 5. Colton Gerlach is in for the touchdown. As he hit that corner, I don't think he stepped out of bounds. I don't see any flags. 31 yards for Colton Gerlach to pay dirt. And the Highliners get on the board first with 5:21 to go here in the second quarter. Fairly similar to the runs he had in that Devils Lake game. And again, this one will go down for 31 yards. And now the conversion coming up here. There's a coal train going across the High Line Bridge. On the conversion. Hand out. Broughton on the counter, nothing doing. He is stood up and no good on the run. So we come back up the field with 5:21 left to go here in this first half. 6-0 Valley City leading Kindred. This is Highlander Junior High Football on the Highlander Activity Network. Well, for Valley City, that was a 6-play drive. And took 4 minutes and 4 seconds off the clock. And they went 69 yards with a 31-yard touchdown run by Colton Gerlach. Actually, a 7-play drive. That one forgot to mark Colton's 7-play drive. And again, take 4:04 off. There's a boot on the fumble on the kickoff. Now returning it across the 10 and out across the 10 to the 14-yard line. The ball got passed and over the head of the receiver downfield. That was Huseman, and he was able to return it out. And luckily that he didn't lose the ball, but he got to the 14-yard line. So now the Kindred offense, it'll be 1st and 10. And the ball marked at the 13 or 14-yard line. Let's see what they do. I think they have it marked down at the 14. So we'll call it the 14-yard line. 1st and 10 at the 14. For the Kindred Vikings, this is their second possession of the game. With 5:18 to go here in the second quarter. On the far side and the carry out across the 25. Huseman on the carry. And Bowen Bulow the tackle there for Valley City. He'll get out to the 26. So a pickup of 12 yards and a first down. That is the longest run so far of the game for Kindred. At the 26-yard line, first down and 10. High formation. Evan Olschlager, quarterback, and the handoff up the middle to his fullback across the 35, and another first down carry. This is Briar Gibbon on the carry. Across the 35 to the 36, right at the markers. They're going to say it's enough for the first down. So 22 yards on the last 2 carries and 2 first downs on back-to-back plays here for Kindred. And the Vikings at the 36-yard line have a first down and 10 with 4:33 left to go in the second quarter. Valley City on top 6-0. Kindred going from left to right here in the second quarter from the 36, 1st and 10. Olschlager gives off the Huseman. Huseman across the 40 to the 41, maybe the 42. Brought in there defensively on the tackle for Valley City. Check that. That was Bristol Swanson on the carry. Out to the 41-yard line. Pickup of 5 for Swanson. And brings up second down and 5 from the 41. From the 41, the Vikings in their own territory. 3:45 left to go, second quarter. Olschlager to his fullback, Gibbon. And Gibbon with a nice run across the 45. He's going to be close to the first down. Amari Ronsberg on the tackle there for the Highliners, but it is going to go out to the 47-yard line, and that will be enough for a first down. He needed 5, he got 6. So another first down for Kindred, their third on this drive. They'll have it 1st and 10 at the 47. Play number 5 of the drive coming up here. 4 plays, 3 first downs for the Vikings. Receivers wide, 1 on either side of the field. I formation. Olschlager under center. Pitch here to Huseman, the tailback. Cuts inside of a block, but then wrapped up. Good job there by the Highlanders. He's going to get a yard on the play, but it could have been a lot more as they pursued that on the outside. Trenton Geisler there defensively, one of the Highliners. And helped out by Caleb Hayes here on the near side. They'll give him a yard out to the 48-yard line. And it'll bring up 2nd down and 9 for Kindred from their own 48. On the near hash, again, 90% of the field is in sunshine. The shadow of the press box reaches out from the sideline out to the hash marks here on the west end of the field. Oh, movement on the line, and that's going to move him ahead 5 yards. Ronsberg, he went a little bit prematurely, and I think when he jumped, that might have brought Sorolla across as well, Trayson Sorolla. So the 5-yard penalty takes it to the Highliner 42 and brings up 2nd down and 4 from the Valley City 42-yard line with 2:15 to go in the second quarter. Valley City leading it 6-0. From the 42 with the I formation, receivers wide both sides of the field. Olschlager pitches to Huseman. Huseman to the outside, gets away from Cleveguard, gets to the outside to the 40, far sideline 35, lowers the shoulder inside to 30. Boy, Cleveguard had him for about a 5-yard loss. He was able to elude Teagan and get to that far sideline, and he will take it from the 42 all the way down to about the 39-yard line, or 29-yard line. Pickup of 13 yards there for Huseman, and the Highliners are going to call it timeout after that first down carry there by Huseman. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Kindred at the Highliner 29 with 1:50 to go here in this second quarter. 6-0 advantage Kindred. You're listening to Highliner Junior High Football on the Highliner Activity Network. One minute, 50 seconds to go, second quarter. Valley City leading 6-0, but Kindred on the move here. This drive started on their own 14-yard line after the kickoff by Valley City, after Valley City's score. And Kindred with 4 first downs on this drive, facing a 1st down and 10 from the 29. Olschlager under pressure, throwing, and it is caught at the 25. Nice catch. And Olschlager, he had a someone grabbing his jersey, was able to get rid of it and complete it to Austin Larson to the 26-yard line. So a pickup of 3 yards. That's the first catch of the game for Larson. So 2nd and 7. Olschlager, handoff, Huseman, and a near shoestring tackle. He's still on his feet. Cuts back inside the 15 to the 10. He's to the 5. Touchdown. Oh, man, the Highliners had about 5 or 6 chances to bring him down for a short gain on a shoestring tackle, then a couple of high tackles. And when there's somebody that tall and the long legs, you got to stop the legs. And they were going high, and he was able to step out of a bunch of arm tackles and take it in for the touchdown from 26 yards out. And now the conversion is pending here with 1:09 to go in the second quarter. Anders Huseman with the touchdown run of 26 yards. And now the conversion attempt. There's a flag. False start, Kindred. So that will back them up to the 8-yard line as they try to break this 6-6 tie with 1:09 to go in this second quarter. That's an 86-yard drive, 9 plays for Kindred, and takes 4:09 off the clock. So now they'll have a little longer conversion attempt. Here is the running the play, the quarterback Swanson, and Bristol Swanson, he is going to lose yardage on that far side. He tried the quarterback keep, the bootleg, and it didn't work. So the run failed, and we come back up the field with 1:09 left to go here in the first half. We are tied 6-6, Valley City and Kindred. 8th grade football live from Hannah Field on the Highlander Activity Network. Well, the junior high is playing here. The junior varsity Highlanders, they are on the road at Kindred tonight. And we'll try to get a score update on that one for you for both Kindred and Highlander fans. So again, that drive, 9 plays, 86 yards. Took 4:09 off the clock. Anders Huseman takes it in from 26 yards out. The conversion no good. So we are tied 6-6 with 1:09 to go here in the second quarter. Kindred is going to kick the ball with a little bit of that headwind as it's coming out of the southeast. So it's coming kind of diagonally across the field. So now the kickoff here for the Vikings. There's the approach. And a good kick into that wind. Taken by Gerlach at the 28 to the 30, far side. Colton Gerlach to the 35. And Gerlach across the 40 out to the 41-yard line. And that's the Highlander offensive starting field position. 1st and 10 at the Highlander 41-yard line. As we hit the 1:02 mark here, left to go in the second quarter. Game tied at 6. Back in at quarterback will be Gavin Welkin. Again, he and Gerlach alternate at that position. From the 41-yard line. At the 41, 1st and 10 for the Highlanders. Welcome brings him up. 2 receivers near side. 2 receivers wide to the far side. Cleve guard the lone setback. Broughton goes in motion across the backfield. Welkin wants to throw. He wants to go deep. Far side. Broughton complete at the 40-yard line. Nice throw. Nice catch. And Brady takes it down to the 41-yard line in Kindred territory. Well, hang on. Do I see a flag? Yep. Ineligible man downfield against Valley City. So that will negate a 19-yard completion. So the walk-off, the 5-yard walk-off, Off the ineligible man downfield, will take it down to the 36, brings up 1st and 15 from the 36-yard line. Hayes will bring the ball in from the sideline. 40 seconds left to go. Two receivers here to the near side. One receiver split out wide to the far side. Cleveguard the lone setback. Broughton goes in motion across the backfield from the 36 on 1st and 15. Handoff goes to Cleveguard. Teagan trying to get to the outside and around the corner, and he does not. Great lateral pursuit here to the near side by Kindred. Gibbon there defensively. Jordheim there defensively. It's going to be a loss of a yard back to the 35-yard line, and that is the end of the first half. So your score at halftime here in our 8th grade matchup between Valley City and Kindred, it's 6-6, Highliners and Vikings. We're back with more. This is Highliner football from Hannah Field, live on the Highliner Activity Network. Paul McDonald back with you here at Hannah Field. We are at halftime. Valley City and Kindred, 6-6 your score here at the end of the first half. Valley City scored on a 31-yard touchdown run by Colton Gerlach, and that came at 5:21 of the second quarter. Capped a 7-play, 69-yard drive, 4:14 off the clock, and the run failed and made it 6-0. And then it was Anders Huseman for Kindred scoring on a 26-yard run at the 109 mark of the quarter. Again, their two-point conversion failed. 9-play, 86-yard drive, 4:09 off the clock. 6-6 your score. That is at the half. As we get ready to start the second half, Kindred won the opening coin flip and deferred. And so they will get the ball to start things here in the second half. Both teams let that halftime clock go all the way down to the zeros, and now they're coming out onto the field to get ready for the start of this third quarter. Again, the junior varsity, they played in Kindred here today. And final score of that one, Kindred winning it. 58-0 was the final score in that junior varsity game down in Kindred. Or that'd be kind of over and down in Kindred. Amari Ronsberg will tee the ball up and kick her deep. As we get things ready to go here in this third quarter, with Kindred leading it, Kindred and Valley City tied at 6. So Ronsberg kicked the ball deep. He got a little help in that wind and kicked it over the head of the backs. And they're a little bit deeper now, anticipating that. There's a kick, and taking it on the hop. Huseman from the 16 at the 20 to the 25. Anders Huseman across the 30, and Kleebgard wraps him up, brings him down at the 32-yard line, and that's where the Kindred offense will come back out and start things here in the third quarter. 1st and 10 from the 32. Highlander varsity, they are on the road this weekend. They'll be taking on Wahpeton. That'll be a 7 o'clock kickoff Friday night from Burton Field on the campus of the North Dakota State College of Science. And then the Highlanders will be home next week for homecoming. Again, the junior varsity, they're going to be on the road here on Friday. Here's a hand at Wahpeton. There's a handoff to Huseman. Huseman out across the 35. They're on the 38-yard line. Being helped off the ground by Bryce Komrowski, who made the tackle at the 38. Gain of 6 yards. Huseman now 9 carries for 62 yards here. And he has the 1 touchdown. From the 38-yard line, 2nd down and 4. 7 minutes, 20 seconds, clock ticking. We're in quarter number 3. Game tied at 6. Olschlager under center. To the fullback on the carry, that is Briar Gibbon, and Briar Gibbon weaves his way across the 45 and gets out to the 48-yard line. So Briar Gibbon with the carry. Picks up 10 yards. Gibbon has 4 carries for 30 yards. And a first down, 1st and 10 for the Vikings at their own 48. Six minutes, 45 seconds as the clock moves here in the third quarter. It's been a defensive battle here. 6-6 your score. 99 yards on the ground for Kindred, 4 yards through the air for 103 yards of total offense. And Valley City not much better. Here's Huseman. He's got some running him to the 50, to the 45, weaves his way to the 40, still on his feet into Highlander territory inside the 35, and he'll take it down to the 33-yard line. So that is going to be a pickup of 19 yards for Anders Huseman. He's now at 81 yards on 10 carries. Valley City in that first half had just 6 yards through the air. And 9-15, 46 yards on the ground and nothing through the air, actually. Here's a hand up to the fullback, Gibbon, wrapped up by Ronsberg and down to at the 31. Gain of 2 yards there by Briar Gibbon. Brings up 2nd down and 8 for the Vikings at the Highliner 31-yard line. Actually, had that long 31-yard touchdown run by Gerlach. He had 46 yards rushing in that first half, as they had 61 yards on the ground and nothing through the air. From the 31, 2nd down and 8 for Kindred. Receivers wide both sides of the field. I formation behind Olschlager. He'll give off to Huseman up the middle to the 30 to the 25, and Anders Huseman will have the first down as he takes it from the 31 down to the 22, gain of 9. And he's closing in on 100 yards with 11 carries for 90 yards here. It'll be 1st and 10 for Kindred at the 22-yard line in Highlander territory with 4:50 remaining in the third quarter. We are tied at 6. Now receiver in front of the, swung out to the far side. And there's the carry to the far side inside the 15. From the 22, that is Briar Gibbon again on the carry. And he will get it down to the 15-yard line, picks up 7 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down and 3 at the 15-yard line. Jackson Lobbig will split out wide to the far side. Now he'll be replaced by Colt Olson. Here at the near side, Oliver Stroh. Olschlager to Huseman to the 5. Inside the 5 and just weaving his way, sidestepping tacklers in for the touchdown. Taking it in from 15 yards out for his 2nd touchdown of the game, Anders Huseman. And with 4 minutes and 20 seconds remaining here in quarter number 3, Kindred takes the lead now 12-6. With the 2-point conversion coming up here. So Huseman now with a couple of touchdowns. Runs of 26 and 15. Well, they got the I formation with Bristol Swanson dotting the I. He gets the handoff. He is met at the point of attack, and Christian Modlin with a great tackle and nothing doing on the conversion. So the run failed. And we come back up the field with 4:20 left to go here in quarter number 3. Kindred 12, Valley City 6. We're back with more Highlander football from Hannah Field on the Highlander TV Network. Well, that drive went 68 yards for Kindred. And And they did it with 8 plays, 68 yards, and took 3 minutes and 40 seconds off the clock. And now the line drive kick. It hits off one of the up men. Grab there near side on the carry. Ooh, a nice tackle by Huseman as he grabbed Bowen Bulow and whipped him down at about the 34-yard line. That was almost like a throw in wrestling, which Bowen's used to, as he does it himself quite often, but all the way down to the 34-yard line. So the nice open field tackle by Huseman. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Highliners at their own 34 with 4 minutes and 14 seconds remaining. In this third quarter. Cleveguard, the lone setback. Brought in motion, now stops. He gets inside handoff from Welkin. He picks his way out to the close to the 40-yard line. We'll get him out to the 39. And a host of Vikings on the tackle there. Huseman, one of them. And the last guy off the pile is Jamison Johnson. So they'll mark it out to the 39-yard line. Pick up of 5 yards for Broughton on the carry. Brings up 2nd down and 5 at the Highliner 39. 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go, third quarter. At the 39, Komrowski and Broughton, twins split wide to the far side of the field. Hayes, the lone receiver, here to the near side. Cleveguard, the lone setback. He gets the handoff, left side to the outside, across the 40 to the 42, then thrown out of bounds here along the near side by Rupp on the tackle. Out to the 43, pickup of 4 yards. Cleveguard, 9 carries, 13 yards rushing. From the 43, 1st down and 10 for Valley City. Bulow brings the call in from the sideline. Their quarterback, Gavin Welkin. Highlanders at their first series here in the third quarter. From the 43. Whoop, there's some movement on the line. I didn't see a flag. He didn't throw it. And it didn't matter. Huseman comes flying in and makes a tackle. Almost looked like the left tackle might have gone prematurely, but on the inside hand up to Broughton, he's going to lose 2 yards back to the 41-yard line. And we'll bring up a 4th down and 3 from the 41. So the Highlanders will get the call from the sideline as Hayes gets the play from Coach Jimmy Howard. And Gerlach also will come in, and he will take over a quarterback. So Colton Gerlach, he's got a touchdown run of 31 yards, and see what they're going to do here. He's very good on that read option and keeping it himself and cutting the corner, especially gets to the outside. From the 41, 4th down and 3. Cleveguard, the lone setback. Gerlach under center. He's rolling to the far side. He's got the running room, and he's got the first down at the 45 to the 50, and then taken out of bounds in Kindred territory on that far side at the 47-yard line. So the play went to Colton Gerlach, and he did exactly what we thought with the rollout and the keeper to the 47. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City. Off that 12-yard carry by Gerlach. He's got 58 yards on 3 carries in the game. So 1st and 10 for the Highliners at the Kindred 47. Here's Welkin back in at quarterback, rolling here to the near side. Now he's going to tuck and try to run, and he is going to be brought down, no gain, and lost some yardage. Rupp on the tackle there, back into Highliner territory. So back from the 42-yard line. So So that 12 yards that they just got, they're now going to lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. That's actually the first carry for Welkin. A loss of 6 yards back to the 42. Pardon me, 47. I'm sorry, 47-yard line. So at the 47 in Highlander territory. My math is just a little bit off. Final half minute of the third quarter. Highlanders trailing 12-6. Two receivers here to the near side. Broughton now starts in motion. Stops in the backfield. Pitch to the wide side. Glebe guard. He'll get to the line of scrimmage and lost a yard. Wrapped up there by Huseman as he's going to be dropped for the loss. Maybe they'll give him forward progress. Huseman along with Otteson on the tackle. That's going to be the final play of this quarter. No gain on the play for Kleebgard. And so we turn things around. We're coming back for the fourth quarter. And your score at the end of 3 quarters of play, it is Kindred 12, Valley City 6. We're back with that fourth quarter. This is Highlander Junior High Football, live on the Highlander Activity Network. Again, Highlanders and Kindred here, junior high football. The junior varsity, they were playing in Kindred. Kindred won that one by a final of 58-0 was the final score of that game. And coming up here on Thursday night, Thunder football. And they're going to be taking on Kindred, I believe. Actually, I think Milner is one of the games here on Thursday night. Milner will be here. Kindred will be next on Thursday, or coming up later in the week. Next week. Here's a pass. Welkin, he wants to go deep near side, looking for Broughton, and incomplete. Huseman knocked away at the last minute. So the pass is incomplete. Only the second attempted pass for Valley City in the game. And it'll bring up 4th down and 16 for Valley City at the Kindred 47-yard line, or at their own 42. The original line of scrimmage was the 47. Now they're at their own 42. And they will send Trevor Mathias back to punt the ball away. In the line of scrimmage at the 42, bottled snap, it's on the ground. Mathias picks it up, and he is going to be wrapped up and brought down back at the 40-yard line. So a bobbled snap on the punt. And he is going to be wrapped up and lose yardage. Casey Nudell on the tackle, so it'll be at the 41-yard line, first down and 10 for Kindred as they take over at the Highlander 41 with 7:51 left to go in this fourth quarter. They lead it 12-6. They come up to the line of scrimmage with the I formation. Receivers wide both sides of the field. New quarterback is Dylan Olsgaard. Olsgaard gives off to Huseman. Huseman, and he will get to the 35. And grabbing on for dear life, I think that was Juko Matson on the key that just grabbed him and held on for dear life and taken down to the 35-yard line it was. So he grabbed the big running back, was carried for a few yards. 6 yards on the pickup. 13 carries, 111 yards rushing now for Huseman. And it brings up 2nd down and 4 from the 35. Handoff here right up the middle. First down and more. Here goes Briar Gibbon to the 10, to the 5, and touchdown. Briar Gibbon just right up the gut and takes it from 35 yards away. And with 7:10 to go here in the fourth quarter, that is a two-play drive. And Gibbon from 35 yards out. So 2 plays, 41 yards, and all of 41 seconds off the clock. Now the throw on the two-point conversion is high by Olschlager, incomplete. And he was looking for Austin Larson, and the two-point conversion is no good. With 7:10 left to go here in the fourth quarter, your score now, Kindred 18, Valley City 6. We're back with the kickoff. This is Highlander football on the Highlander Activity Network. So now we will have Valley City getting the ball back here with 7:10 to go, still almost a full quarter of football to go. And the Highliners need to get some semblance of offense back going here as Kindred started to take over really late in that second quarter when they scored their first touchdown on an 86-yard drive. And they have been dominating ever since after the Highlanders got a 69-yard drive to get the scoring going in the second quarter. Huseman has the ball teed up and the kickoff. Spiraling kick. And picked up Gerlach at 28 to the 30, near side. And Gerlach then thrown out of bounds by Rupp here on the near side. Just threw him to the ground. So the return out to the 34-yard line. And so that's where Valley City offense will take over with 7:08. We're here in this fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for the Highliners from the 34. Colton Gerlach now will come in at quarterback. Cleveguard, the lone setback. They'll send Bowen Bulow split out wide to the far side. Komorowski and Broughton here to the near side. Broughton in the slot. From the 34, 1st down and 10. Gerlach under center. Sends Broughton in motion across the backfield. Here's Gerlach, gives off to Cleveguard. He follows Broughton across the 35, and he'll get out to about the 37-yard line. Pick up 3 yards on the carry. 2nd down and 7. And they'll mark it ahead to the 38, so we'll give them 4 yards on the pickup. So called 2nd down and 6. With 6:40 to go. As we are here in quarter number 4. Monday Night Football tonight. Jets and Niners. Aaron Rodgers for the Jets. Brock Purdy for the Niners tonight on Monday Night Football. From the 38-yard line, Gerlach, pitch, far side. Cleveguard trying to get to the corner. Does to the 35 to the 40. And Cleveguard still on his feet. He gets a bear hug from Huseman, and he powers forward to the 45-yard line. And if he gets those 7 yards, that's going to be enough for a Highlander 1st down. They're going to give it to him. So the 1st down out to the 45-yard line by Tegan Cleveguard. It'll be 1st and 10 for Valley City at their own 45. With 5 minutes and 50 seconds left to go here in the fourth quarter. Highlanders trailing 18-6. At the 45, receiver here to the near side is Bulow. Two receivers to the far side. Komrosky is way wide. Broughton is in the slot. Cleveguard the lone setback from the 45-yard line. Gerlach under center. Hand off to Cleveguard. He goes off right side again to the 50. He'll get into Kindred territory down to the 49-yard line. So Tegan Cleveguard starting to find a little bit of running room. Halverson there defensively. Austin Carlson also there, along with Swanson to the 48. 7-yard pickup for Cleveguard. He's got 13 carries for 31 yards, so he's starting to put together a little bit better ball game. Brings up 2nd down and 3 from the Viking 48. 4:48 to go here in this fourth quarter. 12-6. Kindred with the lead. Hayes wide to the left. Two receivers here to the near side. Cleveguard back behind his quarterback, Colton Gerlach. From the 48. Gerlach wanting to throw. Looking. Dumps it. Complete. Broughton complete. First down to the 45 and out of the 44-yard line. 4-yard pickup and enough for a first down. First completion of the game for Valley City. And this one goes for 4 yards, but it is enough for a first down. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Highliners at the Kindred 44. There's a bootleg pass to the slot man, Broughton. And a pickup of 4, which is 1 yard more than they needed. So they stay ahead of the sticks. 1st and 10 from the 44. As we approach the halfway mark here in the fourth quarter, Gerlach, play action. He wants to keep it himself. Guts upside to the 40. Colton Gerlach inside the 40 down to the 39. Colton Gerlach picking up 5 yards on the carry. And they might even give him 6. I'll give him 6 to the 38. So the 6-yard pickup makes it 2nd down and 4 for Valley City at the Kindred 38-yard line. Highlanders down by 2 scores. 3:24 to go, clock ticking, fourth quarter. Gerlach under center. 2nd down play, handoff Cleveguard, right side, sidestep Swanson, and then Swanson turns around and will grab him from the waist and bring him down, but not before he got the first down to the 34-yard line. Needed 4, got 4. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line for Valley City. Tegan Cleveguard now 14 carries for 35 yards. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 34. Standard formation, 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 to the left. Man now comes in motion across the backfield. Colton Gerlach to Cleveguard, follows Broughton, that man in motion, and Hughesman grabs him and gets some help from about 4 or 5 other blue jerseys, and he is brought down at the 33. So give him forward progress for a yard on the carry. Brings up 2nd down and 9 from the 33-yard line. 2:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. So right now it's more of just trying to run the clock out. No sense of urgency. Right now it's not about the wins and losses. Keep people healthy. And just reps and more reps. From the 33, Gerlach under center. Handoff Cleveguard near side. And he is going to be stood up again by Swanson. He's going to lose that 1 yard he just got back to the 34. Brings up 3rd down and 10 for Valley City. They might even just give him forward progress to the 38. They are, so we'll just call it no gain. Either way, it's going to be 3rd down and long. 3rd and 9 for the Highliners. Minute and a half to go here in the fourth quarter. We'll do a quick recap of the scoring and stats here in our post game. And then let you know what's coming up on the Highlander Activity Network this week. Under center is Gerlach. Looks one way, dumps it off and incomplete. He was looking for Broughton here to the near side and threw a little bit behind him. So the incompleted pass makes it 4th down and 9 from the 38, or 33, pardon me, from the 33-yard line. With 1:09 remaining in this 4th quarter. Now they haven't switched the down marker, but I believe it is 4th down. From the 33. Gerlach under center. Sends a man in motion. Gerlach wants to throw. Now rolls out near side. Gerlach throwing on the run. Incomplete. A little bit too high for his intended receiver here, the near side. Trenton Geisler, the intended receiver. And it goes incomplete. The down marker said 3rd down. I thought it was 4th down, but I guess it was 3rd down. Now it's 4th down. 4th and 9 from the 33. With 1:02 to go here in this 4th quarter. 18-6, Kindred with the lead. Took the lead here in the 3rd quarter on a 15-yard touchdown run by Ennard Huseman, one of 2 touchdowns he's had. Gerlach with a lone touchdown for Valley City. And now they're discussing here, I think, yeah, okay, that was 4th down. And that is now ball goes over on downs with Kindred. Normally I'm right, but not very often am I right. And so I have to point out in this situation, I was right. But it will be 1st down from the 33-yard line. Coach Jimmy Howard wants to get the explanation, and they're going play-by-play. Says, nope, that was 4th down. So the Kindred offense will come back out onto the field with 1:02 left to go. Here in the 4th quarter, Kindred leading 18-6. And they'll take over at their own 33-yard line. They'll come up to the line of scrimmage. Again, at quarterback is Dylan Olsgaard. Replacing Olschlager. On the handoff to his tailback Swanson, and Swanson takes the pile as he gets out to the 39. Bristol Swanson with a nice carry. 6 yards out to the 39-yard line. They might even give him forward progress to the 40. So we'll give him 7 yards on the carry. And makes it 2nd down and 3. And unless they hurry, we may not have another play. Again, with no play clock here in junior high football. Well, they are going to try to come up to the line of scrimmage and try to fire off one more play here. From the 40-yard line, 2nd down and 3. Olsgaard under center. I formation behind him. Olsgaard to Swanson. A nice job there coming up defensively, grabbing him from behind. That was Kleebgard. Actually on the carry there was Nolan Minji on the carry. And it is going to be a loss back to the 33-yard line. So that'll be a loss of 7, and that is going to be your last play of this one. So your final score, it is Kindred 18, Valley City 6. And we're back with a look at the post-game numbers. This is Highlander Football on the Highlander Activity Network. Well, let's recap the scoring in this one. As again, Valley City falling here by a final of 18-6. They got on the board first at a 5:21 mark of the second quarter with Colton Gerlach on a 31-yard touchdown run. That capped a 7-play, 69-yard drive. Took 4:14 off the clock. That made it 6-0. And then Anders Huseman with 1:09 to go in the second quarter, 26-yard touchdown run. That capped a 9-play, 86-yard drive. Took 4:09 off the clock. The two-point conversion, no good. We were tied at 6, and that was your score at halftime. And then in the third quarter, it was Huseman, a 15-yard touchdown run at the 4:20 mark of the third quarter, capping an 8-play, 68-yard drive, taking 3:40 off the clock. The conversion no good, and it was 12-6 Kindred. And then it was Briar Gibbon, a 35-yard touchdown run at 7:10 of the fourth quarter. It was a 2-play, 41-yard drive, took 41 seconds off the clock. The two-point conversion pass failed, and there's your final score of 18-6. For Valley City, they had 107 yards rushing as a team, 4 yards passing for 111 total yards, led by Tegan Cleveguard, 16 carries for 36 yards, but also Colton Gerlach. He carried the ball 4 times for 64 yards and the 1 touchdown. Kindred, 192 yards on the ground, 4 through the air. So they had 196 yards of total offense. 13 carries, 111 yards for Anders Huseman. 7 carries, 74 yards, and a touchdown for Briar Gibbon. And Huseman, of course, had 2 touchdowns in the ball game here for Kindred. So again, next up for Valley City, they will hit the road here and take on Wahpeton on Thursday. Their next junior high game will be Thursday on the road at Wahpeton. Well, our next broadcast will be coming up Thursday night as the Highlander volleyball team will have their home opener. And some of the young ladies are sitting down here in front of me during the ball game. So the Highlanders will take on Devils Lake, and we'll have C Squad, junior varsity, and varsity beginning at 4:30 on Thursday from the Highlander Activity Center. Our first volleyball match of the season as the Highlanders get ready to take on the Devils Lake Firebirds. So again, our final score here in our junior high games this afternoon, it was Kindred taking the 7th grade game by a final of 40-0, and then the Vikings took the 8th grade game by a final of 18-6. And again, final score in the junior varsity game down in Kindred, that was won by the Vikings as well by a final score of 58-0. Well, my thanks to our technical director and camera operator here at the field, Ray Nelson, executive producer Brian Krewald, and of course you, our viewers, watching us on YouTube on the Highlander Activity Network. We appreciate you joining us on this Monday night. We'll be back with Highlander volleyball on Thursday night, but of course don't forget Coach's Corner coming up coming up Thursday morning, and that is a 7:30 start. 7:30 Thursday morning from the Hack, Coach's Corner here on the Highland Activity Network. Again, final scores, 40-0 for the 7th graders for Kindred, 18-6 for the 8th graders for Kindred as they sweep tonight's junior high football over Valley City. Until next time, Paul McDonald saying thanks for joining us, and so long.